just waiting to get off the boat. I'm going to get across to go outdoors. What are we getting?
Gas.
Oh God.
Gas for the jet boiler.
Yeah, because we've got a big setup now. We're going to go look at some static caravans, maybe purchase one, get that to the land, and then we've got all the dynamics of getting water, sanitation and power solutions sorted out. So today's quite an eventful day.
Now leaving the ferry.
Yeah, we're finally getting off.
So yeah, the Caravan to Larne crossing.
Yeah.
2 hours. Really
2
quick.
hours.
Winner.
Nice
Sam
weather.
still managed to get a nap in that 2 hours, didn't you?
Yeah, it was great. Everyone
It was
trying
an early
to
crossing.
tickle my belly button, play with my hair, and just kept waking me up. So we just want to get there.
It was just too tempting, really, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Who
Was it? I was asleep.
Who sleeps on a crossing for 2 hours when it's only 8 in the morning? It's not like you've not had a good sleep.
It was like being in the womb. It was all comfy.
Everything's like being in the womb for Sam. Sleep on a postage stamp. So yeah, we're going. Let's see
And
if
the
we can
weather.
find the static that we want. The weather's good.
The weather's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely weather.
Lovely weather.
Morning. So here we are. First day, really, sort of waking up on the farm. Still got the van with us. All that's got to go. It looks like our neighbour's been up. He's done a little bit of pruning for us, which is great, because we still need to get a petrol strimmer, which is proving quite hard to find. But it's I'll spin the camera around. You can just sort of see a little bit of what's actually involved here. Obviously, the roof. I was scratching away a bit at the land yesterday. That roof's actually going to be connected into that building there, and all that tin will come off. But the barn, it's actually built. These uprights are a railway line just into concrete. So proper solid steel, no wobble on them. So I will totally refurb this bad boy and get it back to its glory. I'm probably going to put some block work in between the pillars, to tell you the truth. The animal building, which is its own little project really. And yeah, there's a lot to do, but I've got to take my mind off doing it at the moment, because we've just paid a deposit for a static. It's cheap, it's a cheap static, so we've been and seen it. It's not going to be all mod cons. It's going to be what it is. Basically, it's going to be temporary living. But I did see a video of a man that cladded it, you know, with log, and it looked great, and used sheep wool as an insulation as well. So the whole building was totally wrapped. So there's that. Maybe it could become some kind of structure here for friends and family to stay in. But I love it. Obviously, there's tremendous amount to do, but I will do it bit by bit. We found a contact with a driver, digger fella, that's going to come up, and obviously there's quite a lot of grading with the land to do. But yeah, we're going through the protocol of, you know, sanitation, water, temporary living. That's the aim of the game really at the minute. So Rebecca's beavering away in the van, writing a list. So we've got to take our eyes off the build at the moment and just concentrate on temporary living. Get the static here, get it set up, get it levelled, gas, water, heating, sanitation, and then, you know, we're good to go. So we're quite late on in the year now. We're coming up to September. If we can get any building work done, you know, if all the paperwork's got to go through with the grant scheme first before we get the green light that we can actually do any work. So I'm just weighing everything up, looking at everything, concocting lists of materials, which is good really in its own way, because when we get the green light to go, we'll hopefully have a massive pile of materials somewhere, and yeah, I'll get stuck in. Lintels, timber work, pointing, rendering, floors, roof, windows, doors, stairs. There's a lot, but I'll only do that on the main house for now. Obviously behind me, you can see it, the outbuilding. That's that's its own project, and the same with the barn as well there. That's its own project. So I will concentrate efforts on the house, making it comfortable for the wife and kids, and yeah, it's going to take a while, but I've got time before I go in the box, so I'm quite looking forward to it. And it's going to be quite good to sort of bring you all along on the journey with us as well, you know, to see it turn from that to yeah, I'll be doing some time lapsing to some glory, something beautiful. So it's exciting. Can't wait. It was always a dream to do this, but slowly but surely, you won't always see it because of the videos. You'll be seeing this and you'll be seeing that, but I'll tell you, behind the scenes there's a lot of administration that goes on, a lot of thinking, pondering, daydreaming over cups of tea, staring out, thinking, so what am I going to do there, and brainstorming with Rebecca, talking and planning what, you know, the next move, the next bit. It's quite an undertaking, but we'll get there. We'll do it. Lots of other people are doing it, so I'm glad to be part of the Irish renovation community. There's so much help out there to be had. Because I don't know everything about everything. I'm a joiner, but I'm not. I've never driven diggers, but you know, I'm going to need some help there with the ground people. And they're coming. There's a guy coming on Monday to have a chat with me, so that's brilliant. Right, I'm going to go and drink a bit more Yorkshire tea, which we've stocked up on. I think we can get it here in Ireland anyway, so right, see you in a while.
Sam is one happy bunny. Look at him.
Huh?
Looking at it, aren't you? Look at that thing down there.
It's a beast. I'm going to need it. That woman, where are we? Frank Farry. She's the most helpful woman ever. She knows lots about the land. She knows all the tech about the machines in the shop.
She's a font of knowledge.
Yeah, she's a font of
she
knowledge.
She basically told us
farm machinery is amazing.
We were bonkers buying a strip like that. Should we spend for the land we've got? We should be spending €830.
She guided us on the best equipment
that we could afford.
Actually going to work
for our budget.
Yeah, Still 261 apparently is the market leading thing for what we need for getting rid of rush and brambles and high grass, and it's
got a high price tag though of €830, which
I think we're going to need, like she said, get someone in with a quad with a licker on the back or the a tractor. So we'll speak to our super farmer friend Rob and see what he thinks, and we've got a fella coming up tonight to look at the land and have a chat with us about, you know, it needs grading and things like that.
He's coming up for the septic tank, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's the man. We're getting there bit by bit, considering we've got a place with no services. This is what it takes, just networking, speaking to people, meeting people, local knowledge, and so far so good today. Like
and
you say,
you get to be good in it.
We can only do what we can do in each day, and today
you just want to drive one of them, don't you?
We bought a strimmer. Well, it's not it's a strimmer, but it's got this
brush cutter.
What's it called?
The blade for the brush cutter.
This big dirt bag that goes on it. And the farmer in there said it's very powerful. So, and it's heavy. It's quite heavy. You definitely have to wear this harness for it. So it's going to be interesting.
You're going to love it. You're excited, aren't you?
There's a whole new kettle of. I've got nearly every bloody tool there is for joinery, but now this landscaping it's a whole new world of machinery, and it's great. Break boys' toys. So you have the face shield on, really, so we don't get whipped.
We found the nest broken and all the chicks were falling out on the floor of the barn, and 2 of them sadly died, and these are the last 2. He seems to be pretty doing okay.
Pooping.
Yeah, he's pooping. We're feeding him with tweezers, insects from the garden. Quite chirpy. But this one isn't doing too well. It just won't eat, drink, anything. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But we're trying our best to keep it alive, at least one out of them all. But yeah, the parents didn't come back. We waited and watched, and the problem is once they're in the ground, with it being swallows, they feed them high on the wing, and yeah, anyway, we put what was left of the nest in here, and then Isabella added a few extra bits. So yeah, we'll see how he goes. There he is, beavering. So he's been scraping back from the side here, and we started to uncover the cobblestone sort of floor that would have been out here originally. Ewan is trying to catch insects for feeding the swallow. Have you got one? Yeah. Do we put it in the bowl? Get as many as you can, because we'll need them through the night, won't we? Every 2 hours we've got to feed this baby swallow. Oh, I didn't sign up for that yet.
Nice.
But here we go. This is the barn.
I'm trying to get into the barn.
And you found that, didn't you, when you pulled it back?
Well, we've got a concrete base and a drainage channel at the side.
Yeah, concrete.
Got a pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's just to create a walkway so I can get in to actually clear it out. But the machine, whenever the machine guy comes, will grade this. But I just need to clear in. But it's
It's just things that we can do till.
Yeah, but it's got to be done manually anyway, hasn't it? Obviously, all this stone will come in. As you can see, there's lots of stone. Absolutely everywhere. You try shoveling that. I mean,
Yeah.
but I've done all this, so as it is, this was this deep in.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a path now, haven't we?
In this stuff. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's all poo-poo and hay. And all the stones and all this. It's a bit rotten timber, but it might come in for something. And then, I don't know if you can see up the top there, the wall plates, where the roof is, up here, all this needs filling in with stone. So I've definitely got the stone to do it. It's
Just got to make it safe, haven't we? Because this is going to be where we make a kind of store for the tools in a workshop, isn't it?
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know. Let's just turn it into like a building. Definitely needs all pointing. And the tin roof looks alright here, but it's very rusty, so I might even re-panel the roof. And but first things first, we're going to clear it out one thing at a time. And that log, look at this log.
No, it's epic, isn't it?
Where they tie the animals up or something, or
I don't know. If anyone knows what they would have used that for, love to know.
is it holding the goddamn building
Is
together?
it just
Like
hold
a
the
tie?
building up? Which is a bit
I don't
worrying.
think so.
And then over this gate, there's the other section.
We go
And
in
the
that
door.
side. I don't know if the camera can pick it
Yeah.
up, but all the heads on the doors are low, so new lintels will be going in up higher. Putting all the straws down here from where the animals were. This is easy. You can just scoop that one up. So that's a doddle.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, straw this side.
all the
isn't it?
ivy coming in.
Yeah, got quite a lot of stuff growing, haven't we?
Just
in
got to
this one
beaver
there.
away at it. It's actually, it can feel quite overwhelming, but you just keep going at it and going at it, and before you know it, look, I've unveiled the path. I've cleared the centre out. You just got to keep beavering away. So
Yeah.
I think at some point we'll put the time lapse camera on, and
Yeah.
you can see. You're definitely getting to see it in its raw here.
This is its work. So this is just the barn. I mean the house.
Yeah, this isn't even the house.
We don't even know what we're doing with this yet, but And then
Let's put some doors on it.
looks like it's going to rain shortly. And you come out of the barn, and then there's like this kind of lean-to thing,
It's all coming down.
which is going to have to be taken down because it's really not safe in there.
It's been a bit twig and everything.
Yeah.
How old this is? Twig.
Yeah.
Just for that. Woo.
Yeah, crumbling.
Mush.
And then there's like a little trough thing here, isn't there?
Yeah, this is the animal
And then
tank.
this is the cement tank.
I think it's where they collected water for the animals back in the day.
Yeah.
So all that's still I don't know what we're doing with this yet. Rebecca said it's her dunk tank.
Cold water therapy.
Cold water therapy tank.
One day. Yeah.
Needs tarting up a bit though.
So this is a sort of path. Oh, you've been busy. I've not seen this.
No. Well, no,
Sam's
I've only trimmed it just to
Trimmed
get to
it. Let's go around the back. Oh, I keep
Yeah.
so uneven the ground. I was sinking to these holes that I didn't know were there.
Yeah, we definitely need a machine in. A tractor.
So put this down so we can just walk on it around the back of the barn.
Put some props in on the roof because the whole roof was falling down. So I made this walkway to get through the bush. Oh god! I think it's time for a brew. This I just anything I could get my hands on.
Just to stop it
And
from
at the
falling.
back, just some props.
There's all sorts of like weird things hanging up,
This will be going.
isn't there?
You can see somebody's had a go here.
There's another one of those wooden things that goes through.
Yeah, I know that's the one that goes through. That's holding everything up inside.
Oh,
And if you look there, they're actually railway sleepers. You see where the railway tracks had been.
yeah.
There's
So
lots
there is
of
a disused railway just near here. So
the uprights
got
from
it
the
from
barn. The 8 uprights that holding the whole barn up are railway line put into concrete, and they are solid. So I will be using them again.
there's all sorts of weird
But
things.
this is what we need.
Bottle.
The whole building is repointed again like this. All of it. And then we'll render it all.
Someone's put initials up there. AP.
AP. Are you out there?
Whoever AP was.
I don't know. Yeah. Can't really get any further until we get the bush cutter in.
Where was the room that you said was closed off?
There, behind them. Behind there.
Oh yeah.
There's a door on the front.
Oh yeah. So we haven't even got into this thing. Let's see if I can see anything. Oh. Yeah, just an extra bit of shed in there.
I'm going to have to speak to Andy. Get that brush cut around there. I'm going to have to cut the ivy back.
Yeah.
You see some of the roots been cut massive. Nothing there, you see. There was a door on there. I don't know what was in there.
So we're all on insect hunt.
Insect hunt for the baby birds.
Yeah, for the baby birds.
Lovely.
Lovely. Let's walk back.
One day at a time. Huh? You alright that?
Don't be making me Yorkshire tea in that.
If you actually cleaned it up and persevered, you could actually use that again.
No.
Yeah.
Someone suggested on Facebook we
2
use it
litres of Yorkshire.
for what do you call it? A vase for some flowers. I think that's a good idea.
Hang it
When
up.
we get the static
You get
here.
your hanging baskets. We'll have hanging Yorkshire
Yeah.
somewhere up there.
So yeah.
And the courtyard,
This
can you
is-
see? Just spooking it back underneath here. Obviously it's like a carpet. I don't know how much you pay for a square yard, but underneath you can see the old school. This is the courtyard of how it used to be back in the day. Bearing in mind this place is 200 year old. So there's probably stuff deeper than that. That's probably from the 50s, I think 56. When someone lived here, 55.
Yeah.
I think that was the fridge. It's like a box cladded in metal. All this needs,
Oh, so much rubbish in there.
you just got to get in there, get up in the morning and get in and get cracking. That's all you can do.
Without it falling on your head.
I've cut all the bottoms on the ivy,
Oops.
so they should all start dying off.
Found a gate, another gate, uncovered that.
And lots of gates now. 3 gates? Yeah, no, we've got 4 gates.
That'd be a bit windy. This might actually sound terrible. It's a bit windy.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Let's get a brew.
So we're kind of done a makeshift setup here. And we have sheep in the field next to us now. It's nice. And I think the static, when it comes, will be going about there. Sam's got plans to clad it. Because
larch.
Yeah, clad it,
14 foot
insulate
lengths
it.
of larch. You get a pallet of 50. I'm not sure how much you'll need, but
We're going to have to do something because it's single glazed. It's only got a gas fire because it's a cheap and cheerful.
it'll be a log cabin by the time we finish with it. It's probably going to be permanent.
Yeah, Sam's going to make it into our log cabin, so
They
we're
look
going to
great
be
when they're done. They
warm.
look great.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Yeah, because we don't want to be cold.
Oil filled, someone said. Oil boiler.
No, that was if we got a plumber to put radiators in, which we
Apparently
can't
it's no
do.
good with single glazing.
There's no point 'cause it's single glazed.
So
We have to think outside the box, aren't we?
We're going to clad it and we've got this weird film we're going to put on the windows. Got to do what
Yeah.
we've got to do because winter is coming.
Yeah, winter's
Now
coming.
we've got to put some tools in.
Okay. Alright. Constantly hungry this one is, aren't you? Ewan's out foraging for you. Bless her. You are cute, although you're very noisy. So, a bit of a miserable morning here. He made even more miserable by the fact that the poor baby bird didn't make it. I did my best. Sorry if you can hear strumming in the background. Sam's roped in the neighbour and they're both going for it today. But yeah, it was really disappointing really. I'd hoped that the one was quite lively would have made it, but it didn't. So a bit sad really. But you can't dwell on these things. It's part of living in the countryside, I guess. You see this type of thing all the time. It's just a shame. It's a shame because they are obviously the swallows. They're such a lovely bird. They've clearly come here for many years and hopefully they'll still return next year, and we'll make sure we put some kind of birdhouse on the outside of the building so that we don't have to have that happen again. But that's pretty much it for this week, I think. We just need to wait now for the static to come, get the land cleared for the static to be placed on, and go from there. Once that's done, we can start bringing things into the mobile home, move out of poor George, who will have to go back and sell him in the UK, because you can't sell it here with it being not an Irish place. So that's the plan. Get the static to come on, move all our stuff into it, and then go back to the UK and sell George. And then when we've done that, we can come back and hopefully apply for the grant, and fingers crossed we'll get the approval and we can start working on the house, because at the moment we can't do anything to the house until we've got the grant approved. So yeah, so I will leave it there and hopefully catch you next Sunday with potentially the static, but probably not. I think maybe just the ground will be ready for it. So thanks for watching us and we'll see you next week. Bye.